I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
That's right. If only I knew where the whole time was, I would play it. Okay, damn.
You have to make it. What up, DMV? Getting money whole time, fucking bitches whole time, rapping DC whole time, getting money whole time, fucking bitches whole time, rapping DC whole time, whole time, whole time, doing this whole time, whole time, whole time, doing this whole time, whole time, whole time, doing this whole time, man, you're back, whole time, doing this whole time. You really think I be listening to you?
Let's say somebody this shit.
Like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing.
The whole thing.
All right, every time I shut him, white man be hating. Cool, we good. Fuck it, we good. Get back to it. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, all right, man, we got J Lew back in the building.
Hey, man, good to see y'all.
Oh, wait my goddamn round of applause. Somebody must have spilled something on my goddamn board. I don't know what y'all thinking. No, I just saw you the other day. Like 2 days before that, I saw you. And then you did the episode with the girl. Man, what the? You want to mind?
I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
And shout out to our sponsors before we get started. That's Mo's Marvelous Cleaning. Hit her up, use code Kickbackers. You get 10% off of your cleaning. Mo, it's about time for you to come back. It's like a man live here again.
She already set up to come out on Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
Mo, let me know. I think she said Saturday or Sunday.
You might want to double check that.
One
And also, mysexroom.net for all of your sex toy, lingerie needs. You got to go to the site and see everything they have. I keep trying to, you can get a rose, you can get the wine, you can get lingerie, you can get a thong. They got everything. But make sure you go to the website, use code Kickbackers and get that 10% off. And, oh yeah, by the way, you can still holler at me and J Lew for all your insurance needs. Holler at me for home and auto. Holler at J Lew for life. And that's about that. That's that on that.
Yeah.
And now, let me see. You know, it's wild when you doing different episodes and shit, you be like, all right, so this is Kickback After Dark. I don't really need the board. Okay, cool. This Kickback Sports. On my sports button. On my stupid one.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a partner and Kickback, then we use every button on this goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll start it off with
now, high low. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. Hello.
Low. We touched on this, but my working out like the last month and a half.
That remind me to sit up.
Like horrendous stuff. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like it's been, you know, like embarrassing the amount of times I've worked out the last month and a half. So I know I gotta change that. I'm gonna start that tomorrow. So I'm gonna do something tomorrow, even if it's, you know, working out from the house. I'm gonna do that. Everything coming along with the, you know, on a professional level.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that's definitely a high.
Work is good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's good. The business is, you know, is
almost the shit. The bitches is going. Whoa.
Whoa. Business. The business. You know what I'm saying? The business is looking up. You know, marketing opportunities open themselves up for me. So that was always good. So, you know, just gotta get back on the physical tip. Make sure, you know, you're working out and everything.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I gotta echo your sentiment on the working out thing. I walk past a mirror and be like, buddy, what are we doing? When are you due? You know what I'm saying? It's like me and Kiki Y having a race to see who had the most babies. Looking pregnant as hell in the stomach. I gotta relax. That's probably my low. Just not really And I take my bands to work every day. Actually, I don't take them. I leave them there.
Yeah.
I have a set at the office. I have a set here. You think I use them?
I would say no.
That one day I told you I was going to work out, I worked out that day.
And that was it.
That was it.
I'm with you. I think I probably did some push-ups that night. I got to be better.
No bullshit. If we're going to be summertime fine by next year, we got to start now, yo. We got to start it.
I ain't gonna lie. This week, tomorrow, I'm gonna do a little workout tomorrow. Probably do some pull-ups and some push-ups.
But I'll match you.
Yeah.
I do some push-ups and I use the bands. I gotta do some sit-ups. I gotta get rid of this gut now.
Yeah.
And I gotta get in shape. And I've been chilling. I'm about to start. You seen that picture of Sade today?
Yeah.
She gonna want to go a couple rounds, man. I gotta get it together. She ain't gonna be happy with a little 3-4 minutes. She like, dog, what you doing? I'm like, I'm old. What you think I'm doing? I'm just going to sleep. This is as good as it get, baby. But I definitely that was the low. My high, I would say my high is it's just maintaining, showing some resiliency. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that when you hit a new high, we talk about insulation of our back.
Yeah.
You prevent yourself from going but so much lower.
Right.
So it's like the even a drop down is a very slight drop down.
Yeah.
When things was crazy, a drop down is a drop down.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate the new space I'm in. It feels good to be in this space.
Hey, man, it's always good to have a high floor.
Yeah, that's what it is, a high floor.
High floor.
Let me see where we at.
My left stroke just went viral.
Oh, I played that shit for JB. He was like, oh, you got everything on the board. Like, this nigga's got all this shit. Like, yeah. But our viral story of the week, J Lew's former choir partner, Draymond Green, was acting an ass at Golden State Warriors practice. If you haven't heard, is the punch heard around the league. He got into an altercation with Jordan Poole, if we can call it that. He basically, I guess there was some tension. They were on opposite sides of the court. If you haven't seen it, Draymond Green walks up to him, gets in his face, kind of chest bumps him a little bit. Jordan Poole tries to push him out of his face. Sadly enough, when he pushed Draymond, he went backwards, meaning Jordan Poole went backwards. Draymond was still standing there. Jordan Poole took steps back, like trying to push a mountain.
Exactly.
And then Draymond Green, high kick, hit him with the Street Fighter jumping the head punch, which if you jump in the air and try to punch me, I'm going to catch your motherfucking ass. Don't you leave your fucking feet.
Yeah.
Don't you leave the ground jumping in the air to hit me. I swear to God, I'm a... But, and hit him pretty solid from what I saw.
Yeah.
Knocked him to the ground. And they announced today that there will be no suspension. He'll be rejoining the team tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's
fine, right?
Yeah, it's a fine. What I've been seeing all day is when you cussed at Kevin Durant, you were suspended a game. You punched Jordan Poole and you get a fine. That don't make a lot of sense to me.
I think Steve Kerr, kind of put in the perspective that Jordan Poole had a say in it. So I'm not sure if he pushed it not have a suspension or something like that. So that's the only thing that I can think of, because they said Steve Kerr said he spoke. They spoke with Jordan Poole and got his take on it. So I think that's one thing. But the whole situation was just like, because we had talked about a little bit about like, should he been on his P's and Q's? You know what I'm saying? You got to expecting to punch, things of that nature. But a lot of times you don't expect somebody you call your brother to do that.
That's true.
Like
true.
And Draymond like spoke very highly of him and as a brother the last 2 years.
Their lockers are right next to each other.
Yeah, like he spoke very highly of him, as a brother, and his improvement and what he means to the team and all that. So you don't expect it to escalate to that level when you would hit me in my, when you would hit me in my shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that perspective, but I think Draymond gone next year.
It seemed like it, man. It seemed like he might have got himself a one-way ticket up out of there.
Yeah, I think he's gone. And obviously he said that he was going through some things, outside of outside of the basketball court, that may have contributed to it, but it's still no excuse when you hit a man. I do appreciate the apology. The apology.
I thought it was a sincere apology. I liked his apology. I liked what he said.
Yeah.
I like how he took into account any embarrassment that he may have put Poole family through.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand that perspective. And let's just be honest, their relationship is never gonna be the same.
It's not.
It's never gonna be the same.
The only way I think that they could get there to that point is if they had more of a history.
Yeah.
I think somebody for 2-3 years, you basically co-workers. You know what I'm saying? It could be homies, but that ain't a bond that's easily repairable in that particular situation. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when it's public. And I think that's the biggest thing is there's a video leak. Like a lot of people look, man, it's a lot of fights that happen. You know what I'm saying? Throughout, it's not on video. It's not on video camera. It does change it when it's national. Obviously, we saw that with the Will Smith, Chris Rock, slap.
Absolutely.
It's drastically different when it's public. Bring so many people into it, so you can't really truly heal because it's always there with you.
Yeah,
like every team is gonna fuck with Jordan Poole about it.
Yeah,
like if he says anything, gets a little bit more flamboyant, and he plays like that. If he does any of that, they gonna mention that. Like so it's super tough for him to kind of go through that ordeal. And I would put Draymond one, you're entirely too old for that.
Facts.
Now, you're supposed to be the veteran, like the leader, in a way that you're like you're supposed to be stopping stuff like that, and that's why I think he's gone. So I'm like, look, if your role is not a peacekeeper,
then what is your role? They need to score 20.
Yeah, like because I'm like you're very solid, but let's just be honest. Wiggins and Poole is their priority to re-sign this offseason.
Absolutely, Draymond's game is dropped off precipitously. You like that word?
Hey, man.
He was averaging like 15, 8, and 7, shit like that. Now he's averaging like 5, 5, and 5.
Yeah, and he's important. The screens and the being able to switch and all that stuff matters. But
the defense.
Yeah, but the NBA is growing where everybody's being able to switch now. And like the thing is that you have to. You're great because of your intangibles. Because you're not a shooter. You're a solid passer. So it's like your intangibles is it. If nobody believes in you,
his intangibles will fade at his age.
Exactly.
Steph can shoot until he's 74.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jordan Poole can shoot until he's 74. Draymond, once he gets a little out of shape, a little bit older, can't move those feet as quickly, he's gonna be damn near useless.
Yeah. I always thought he was overrated, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think he's drastically overrated and ridiculously arrogant for it. I think if he's on any other team in the NBA, he's out of the league, or he's he's in the bench player. He's a bench player.
I don't think his skills translate to many other teams.
Yeah, it's like it's a couple teams that it'll go into account. But
it's another really good shooting team. Maybe if you put him in Atlanta, his skills may translate there. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe you can switch out John Collins for him, but I doubt it.
I don't know, Dre. It's looking bad, and I didn't consider it a sucker punch, but I did consider it a punch by a sucker because I ain't get that, man. I don't like it.
Yeah, and I know, and I said bully because like 6'7", 6'8", 6'2", 6'3". It's like
the weight difference is ridiculous.
It's definitely like if you piss me off at a certain point, maybe you smooch him or you say you do something like that, like for you to haul off and really do it when when it's been other cases where you didn't,
like with Tristan Thompson.
Yeah.
One thing that kind of threw me off too is that he was on the other side of the court and walked over. So he walked over with bad intent.
With that intention.
Yeah. And Jordan Poole and to all the other Jordan Pooles out there, don't let nobody walk in your face. Just swing. You see how it's going. You see how it might have anyway. Yeah. Might as well just swing, get your lick in. And if somebody bumping you and you push them, you don't push them and put your hands down, man.
Yeah.
You push them and put your guards up, because once the touch barrier is broken, you don't know what anybody gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
And it's tough though, right? Because and me and you was joking, like we was like, we know that. I like, that's fucked up that we know that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we know that because of the what we've seen, unfortunately, and the area we grew up. That's negative. You know what I'm saying? So like, we got it's a positive in certain instances. We know how to like, hey.
Yeah, I know. I seen this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, but it's like, look, you don't want your kids to like be on defense. You know what I'm saying? So much in their whole life because
especially once you're a millionaire in the NBA at practice with your teams. That's probably one of the places you shouldn't be on.
Everybody's rich.
Everybody rich. It reminded me of, remember the TV show Real World?
Yeah.
Remember the Real World?
Yeah.
So I used to watch it. It was one year. It was a dude named Chet. He had like colorful dreads.
Yeah.
And everybody be arguing and funny. He'd be like, I'm going back to the beach, y'all. And I was like, I would be Tech. Because I'm like, y'all are in the beach house. Everything you pay for, all the food and liquor you want. And y'all are in there arguing.
It puts it in perspective.
Yeah, I'm like, Tech, like, honey, what? Oh, y'all beefing again? I'm going to be at the beach. I'm going to go get in the water with the girls. All right, y'all, keep fighting.
Yeah, put it in perspective. Like, look.
Niggas got to relax, man. Y'all got to relax. For real, got me thinking, what the fuck?
It's the mayor. Stay fly. Stay high. What the fuck? You know what it is. What the fuck?
Our what the fuck story of the week.
Be careful about this. You got in trouble last night.
Oh yeah. This fucking imbecile Kanye West is, I guess it's Kanye versus everybody.
Kanye said, I'm with it.
Yeah, I want all the smoke. He told Boosie, come shoot me. Come shoot me. Come hit me. Come kill me. Like, whoa, Kanye. You gotta
still love you.
Right.
I still love you. I just ain't like that.
It's real Charleston White of you. And we'll get to Charleston White later. But Kanye just went off after he, did the White Lives Matter shirt, which was just stupid, idiot. I talked about it last week. Didn't get your thoughts on the shirt. What were your thoughts just on the basic shirt?
Pointless, attention grabbing. But I don't like attention grabbing thing, and I don't see how they can be so intelligent. Him and Candace Owens be that intelligent and can't decipher between Black Lives Matter the statement and Black Lives Matter the organization.
Because it doesn't suit their agenda.
And that's my issue. You know what I'm saying? So that's my my issue with it. When I see that shirt, I know what y'all trying to say. And if you tell me like, look, we not rocking with the Black Lives Matter organization because of X, Y, Z, and Candace Owens was doing a documentary going on why not, and it's for other people to read, you know what I'm saying, to look at to see if they agree, or I'm sure the Black Lives Matter organization might have a rebuttal, but that's completely separate between the statement of what it was for. And it's just like it's just pointless and attention grabbing so we can get more views. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's coming from two rich people who, unfortunately they'll never feel the struggle anymore. And they won't feel it no more. You know what I'm saying? The other people that really have to fight for that. So, I'm disappointed, but not surprising.
Yeah, not surprising at all. Kanye wants to be accepted by these white people so bad. He's willing to do any and everything he can for their acceptance. And he calling Kim K white, my white wife. I'm like, my white ex-wife. I thought she was Armenian.
And he was infatuated.
Yeah, exactly. But now she's white. He's happy Roe versus Wade was overturned. Diddy, he just fucking cooning. Diddy called him out. He had words for Diddy. Called Diddy the feds. He had words for Boosie. He had words for Adidas. He been going off on Adidas and the Gap. And then he said he going DEFCON 4 on the Jews. And every time he explains his comments, it sounds stupider and stupider. I said White Lives Matter because it's like somebody saw me and said, hey, that's a nice shirt. I said, thanks. You see what I'm saying? White Lives Matter. Tucker Carlson, you're going, yeah. Tucker, you fucker Carlson, just agreeing with that dumb shit. And what's his definition, explanation for the, talking about the Jews? Well, I can't be anti-Semitic because the Jews are black, or black people are Jewish. It's just like, you're conflating so much and you're just trying, it none of it makes sense. And then he changes his answer every time he's asked a question. So it's like, you don't know what the hell he's really thinking. But Kanye, it's really what the fuck. I want this to be the last time we talk about Kanye on this platform. I'm tired of giving him attention. And I really think all of this is for attention and for acceptance.
Unfortunately, he's drastically, he's so much into the culture that it's hard to ignore him, but so much. And I, from my culture perspective, and like I said, and you can show that we've been unbiased because 2-3 weeks ago we gave him his flowers for how he articulated his issues with the deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Son of did.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's just weird that I guess the weird part for me is not being able to see how you're being used.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because for you to come from the level of intelligence that you say you come from, and you can't understand when you're being used, is weird to me.
I think he knows when he's being used, but it's a means to an end. It's like we talked about earlier, like the dude that's in love with the girl. At some point, you know the girl playing you, but is she gonna suck your dick later?
Right.
And you weigh it like it's worth it.
Is it worth it? Yeah.
And I think the issue, my biggest issue with Kanye is I always thought he thought it was worth it. But what he's sacrificing isn't a couple dollars from tricking, or isn't sacrificing a couple dinners or whatever. He's sacrificing the integrity and the world standing of Black people in the United States. Like that's what's at risk. They're using your words on Fox News and in political campaigns and Trump supporters, and they're justifying Trump because Kanye likes him. They're justifying, White Lives Matter because Kanye said it. And they're using you as a pawn. And I think he knows that, but he doesn't care. No, as long as he's Disney, Arnold, what the other white people he always talking about that he want to be like? Bill Gates and all these motherfuckers.
Yeah, and my issue is like, you've been hot for a long time now. If a certain platform never invited you on until you said this, that should jump out like, hold up.
Unless your goal was to get on that platform.
Yeah.
Then it don't matter how you got there. I don't think Kanye, I think he's calculated. I think he's a little dumbass, but I do think he's calculated. I think he has literally, you know how they say rappers, you got to sacrifice somebody in your life got to die so you can make it. Kanye West sacrificed Black people. I think he's doing it on purpose. I don't think he's stumbling into this and just fucking up. I'm like, I won't accept this by these motherfuckers. I've been telling y'all that for 10 years. Sway don't have the answer. I've been telling y'all I want to be with them.
And that's, saying, when he apologized, like, I guess Sway had the answers. I was like, okay, well, all right, maybe he coming along. But I'm like,
nope.
Man.
Nope, sure not.
and then he's so, like, it's so many people that respect Kanye in the culture. And that's why it's hard to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? You can get away from it. It's so many people that speak so highly of him. And they don't stop speaking highly of him. So that's why it's hard to go away, because like, look, some of those people I really respect. Like a Dame Dash, I really respect his opinion. Diddy, I really respect his opinion. Like some people, the Dave Chappelle, like certain people, I really respect their opinion. And obviously, because of their friendship, they won't ever speak so badly about him.
Yeah.
So it's a little tough, but I mean, my guy J. Cole was right years ago.
Yep, false prophet.
He was right years ago.
Shit, I've been saying it for forever. The nigga, the Don't Be Dumb Award used to be called the Kanye West Set Up Stupid Award. Now that was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I never thought he was a genius. I never got that. People keep swearing he is. I don't like his music. I don't like his shoes. I don't like his White Lives Matter shirt. I don't know what people like. Some of his beats I like. I ain't gonna lie. I did like some of his beats.
Wait, are you on the genius tip, like that he's a genius?
I don't like him. No, I don't. I have been saying on this podcast for 10 years, Kanye West is not a genius.
See,
he's a genius of what?
You know what? I was arguing with myself when you said the topics. I would say maybe he's a genius musically in certain, maybe certain, maybe making a beat, maybe he's a genius wise. Even marketing, I believe he's a genius marketer. But I don't think that's intelligence, and I think people conflate it too much. Like I think Trump is a great marketer. I don't think he's intelligent. So I think you can be a genius at something and still not be intelligent. Like like I would go to somebody about music or beats that I would never call if I was trying to get a question to a political
Right.
answer, or you know what I'm saying, or something from school related. So you know what I'm saying, it's like we just throw genius out there a lot.
It's crazy. Jay-Z should have never said it. But I also look at it like, right. I was talking to my man Sweet the other day, and he was like, "Well, you ready to transition? Because it's all gonna tie in together."
All right, let's do it.
All right, so let me get the drop ready for the Don't Be Dumb Award.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
And like Kanye West, I think this other person is pretty dumb, and this is Charleston White, who's obviously a genius marketer. But this is what I was telling Shmi the other day, and this is really what I believe. I was raised, we both were raised, that just don't fuck with Bammers. Like, this is what happens when Bammers get invited to the cool table. When Bammers get invited to the cool table, they do Bama shit. You have a kickback with a bunch of pretty girls, and you invite the fellas, and there's one Bama there. He's gonna do some Bama shit.
You invited a couple Bammers.
That's what I'm saying. But they gonna do Bama shit. We've learned this lesson.
They kept doing this shit.
And that's the problem. That is exactly where we at. We have Kanye West. They keep letting him keep doing this shit. And nobody realizes, like, oh, you're Bama.
Right.
Like, it's just that he's a Bama. You got to get rid of the Bamas. The Bamas got to go. Anytime wasted is your tuition to the university, and don't fuck with Bamas. You got to pay your tuition sometimes. So anytime wasted, any effort wasted, that's the tuition you paid. And Kanye West is a Bama that got to go. And this next dude is a Bama that got to go. Charleston White, you are getting this week's Don't Be Dumb Award. I think the first time I heard of Charleston White, I think I saw a couple clips, but it didn't make an impact on him. I don't even know what he was talking about, what he was about. I saw one compilation clip, them just celebrating all of these different rappers who died. I was like, what the fuck is up with this dude? What is he, the devil? Why is he celebrating all these people that died? Who the fuck? And I was talking to you about it. You was kind of like, you like some of the shit he's saying. And I was like, when he be talking to people dying, what the fuck? And then I actually went and started looking at some of his videos. Yeah. And I realized, oh, he's a community activist.
Yeah. He does a lot for the community, but you can still be, do Bama shit though.
Right. And I was like, this how's he a community activist, but he's celebrating all these people dying. Well, I gotta look deeper. This is a deeper, darker criminal link. We gotta figure it out. And then I realized he was, I guess, celebrating the death of rappers who he felt were reckless. Rappers that he felt may have hurt the community. And I was like, okay, it's still terrible to do. It's like women celebrating the death of Kevin Samuels. It's just tacky, it's just Bama shit. Like, it's just shit I don't rock with, I will never rock with. And now he's on the internet, going at people's kids, Boosie's son and T.I.'s son. He's saying a lot of crazy shit. He's saying Boosie had some little boy killing for him and allegedly all this crazy shit. Did
you see the story about that?
I didn't see the story. I heard him say it. Yeah. I know Boosie was in jail for attempted murder or murder charges.
If you look up that story,
you
might have a different twist on that portion of it.
So it appears to be factual?
You can never put something factual. But basically, it was a 15-year-old he took in. And he the little dude got like six murders. And he recanted. That's why Boosie got off.
I mean, I'm not mad at that.
Look up Marlo Mike tonight.
Yeah. I heard,
Look it up tonight. And my brother was telling me about it today. So look it up tonight, and then we talk about it. I ain't looking at the whole thing, but it made me second guess some shit after he told me today.
Even if it's true, which allegedly we don't know.
Right.
But he just does too much Bama shit. For him to make all that fuss about T.I. and his son, and then tag the Atlanta Police Department and our district attorney out here, snitching and shit. Someone watch them, look at them, they threatening me. Like, I've seen him do that a couple of times.
They threatening me.
Yeah, I'm like, you gotta like she took all that shit pop off, and then you wanna get quiet. My boy Sweet was like, do we like this nigga or not? And I was like, I'm gonna put it this way. He is entertaining.
Right.
He is funny.
What was Sweet's perspective on it? Did he listen to him? Because I'd be interested to see
it. He asked me, but he agreed with me at the end. And I was like,
how he start off though? You
how did he start off?
Yeah.
Because I'll be changing people's mind.
You ain't gonna do that to some people.
Exactly. This nigga say his first test. This nigga think you funny.
Got your back.
Me first texted me was Charleston White. Do we like this nigga?
Do we like him?
Yeah, do we like this
That's
nigga?
because he was laying in the floor like him. That's what it is. And he's like, look, man, I gotta talk to my nigga.
Yeah.
You got a little more perspective. Let me see. I think I'm kind of liking this nigga. Maybe he can talk me out of it.
Right. Probably. And I said he's like Kanye. I know he like Kanye. Like any other Bama. They got whatever the cool shit about them that people like, but he's problematic and he a Bama. You got to get back to not fucking with Bamas. I think that's the theme of this episode, the theme of life in 2022, 23, and going forward. Don't fuck with Bamas. Bamas is always going to be Bamas. Bamas don't change their stripes. You know what I'm saying? And I say it's like he's a community activist, so we got to salute that. Like we got to. But I was like, it's also like the uncle that molested you, but then paid your way through college. Still molested you though. Yeah, what he did is great. And that was Chris Rock made that analogy like 15 years ago. Exactly. He made great music, but he raping little kids. That's what Charleston White is. You know what I'm saying?
And I would say this about Charleston White.
He gonna get somebody killed.
And we talked about this conversation, you know what I'm saying, a couple weeks ago. I think it was ridiculously disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, in the manner in which he spoke about T.I.'s son and Boosie's son. Just a factual statement. I don't think anything T.I. said was unwarranted, right? And I also like the way in which Boosie handled it, which was like, look, I ain't gonna give you no publicity. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna chill on it. So I kind of
Boosie said about 6 months ago, I don't know what he was on.
Like,
my family's begged me to never speak on him.
Yeah, never speak on him again. You know, So and when you beat what Boosie, he beat never coming out of jail.
He beat death row.
Yeah.
The death penalty.
You know what I'm saying? So, like he knows, like, I'm gonna chill out now. I don't know what he's gonna do. He might do something when he's in. But I understand, I understand both sides and I agree with it. I guess my only and there's a lot of shit about Charleston White that I don't respect. And I understand the Bama's perspective. My issue is in our culture, we celebrate a lot of Bamas that we shouldn't celebrate. And we make excuses for celebrating Bamas that we shouldn't do. To me, Charleston White is a necessary evil for certain people only, and that's how I see it. Like when he antagonizes the gangster lifestyle, the gangster lifestyle, and points out the hypocrisies in it. I understand. I think it's necessary to see, because sometimes you need a character to deal with characters, because that's all this music shit is marketing and characters. That's all this shit is creating characters. So I want to understand that perspective. I don't respect him as a man. Like I could never be. I want to know, like, but I don't respect them either, though. That's why.
Right, and this is the conundrum I come to, especially with sisters when the whole Me Too thing first started. Yeah. It was like, black men don't care about black women. Whoa. I care about y'all. Look what I do. Yeah, but you one person, all these black men don't give a fuck. And that's how you sound to me now. Like, we celebrate. Who I celebrate? They don't need to be celebrated. Like, the dummies out there in the world, we can't, they're going to do whatever they're going to do. We can't really speak to them. I don't think any intelligent people are truly celebrating all of these fucked up ass people, but only speaking on Charleston White. I don't think that's real.
I don't know if they do it directly, but I think that the gang lifestyle, the gangster life, like if you look at a lot of it, the shit that goes viral is drastically different than what doesn't go viral. Unfortunately, we kept saying, if we see that 30-second clip, we don't see the 10 minutes before and the 10 minutes after. I will say this about T.I.'s son and Boosie's son. They're both grown now. I didn't know that. So it's a little.
But T.I.'s son 18. Yeah. Well, he's 17, about to be 18.
Yeah.
I don't know if I call that grown. I wouldn't fuck a 17 or 18-year-old. That's not grown to me.
I agree. But you get charged as an adult when you do negative shit. As a black man, you'll get charged as
a black man, then you
probably as a person, you'll get charged. So, like, I understand that perspective. Like, I just don't feel like I'm like, if you have an issue with what Boosie or T.I. promote, go with them. You can talk about them later. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about what they did, you know what I'm saying, the fathers they became later. But start there. Don't start at the son. And like I said, and so like one of the clips I saw, you talk about like, and we saw it with the PNB rock. And this is what I say. Because this is a Charleston White issue, but it's bigger shit. And we look at the PNB rock shit. The father was a getaway driver for his son going into to kill a person. I can guarantee you that was a gang member that we glorify, and we unfortunately in our culture we glorify gangster lifestyle. Or certain Crip members or blood members at 50, 60 years old still promoting it, and they children still living the same lifestyle. So I understand him shitting on it, where hopefully it can change it. You know what I'm saying? But certain ways in which he does it is just fucking unnecessary. And I think it takes away from the bigger point.
And you sound like everybody trying to say, well, Kanye wore the White Lives Matter shirt. He had a reason. He was really trying to say something different. He was talking about the organization. It's like,
but it's
at some point, you can't.
I do it for my people, though. Like, I do it because, and I don't sound like them because I see it. Like I see it. So it's a difference between me trying to understand what a Kanye saying and me actually seeing shit being glorified. I see the views. I see the sales numbers. I see what's promoted. Like I see that. Like I feel you that I sound like that. What I can also tell you is statistically it's proven.
Well, if you look at Charleston White numbers versus ESTG numbers, man, it ain't gonna be a big difference. You know what I'm saying? ESTG is a gangster rapper.
Okay.
He's kill you, shoot you, kill you, shoot you, shoot you, kill you, shoot you, kill you, spin a block. And I don't mean to single just him out, but that.
So if
form of music.
So if somebody was following Charleston White and somebody was following ESCG, who you think caused more damage to other people in the community?
Totally honest,
yeah.
ESCG is music.
Huh?
It's music.
That's how we doing.
I'm almost 50. That's music
to you. But I'm talking about the younger generation. Like and we had talked about it a couple of weeks ago, and we like, what's the difference? Like both of them suck. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit suck on that side. And I agree with that. I think the influence on the younger generation is what I'm, saying? Some of these old niggas, you ain't gonna change. You just factual. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we gotta raise better warriors coming up. And I'm scared that that's not happening at times.
Yeah. Well, I can't disagree with that.
Okay. So,
yeah, I agree.
I think, and unfortunately, I think it's the marketing of music and what we promoting plays a large factor in it. So I'm torn with how do I balance it out? Like, because I don't like Charleston White, but I don't like that, certain things are being glorified and killing certain shit. So I don't like both. I don't like both of them.
They're both sides.
Neither.
Yeah, one either or. Exactly.
I was spelling each thing.
But what you call it, Joe? The music is very influential, and I'm just gonna be totally honest.
Yeah.
Snoop had me doing some pimping shit that you know what I'm saying? It was also the movie The Mac. The movie The Mac, and Snoop had me out here acting a fucking ass. And then they kind of find out Snoop married and shit.
Yeah, for low.
I'm out here living it for real.
One thing that Charleston White, he said at one point he said King Von is like who Tupac wanted to be or some shit like he said some shit like that.
I don't get that because it's when you say stupid shit like that, I just be like, you just reckless. Yeah, because Tupac was a revolutionary. Tupac met with politicians. Tupac had the code of life. We had all black men in prison sign this ethos saying they would not kill women and children. They would keep beefs private. They would do this. And yeah, people, prisoners all over the country sign that document and make a pledge that if we are doing this gangster shit, we are in the streets, we will respect our women and children and we will protect them at all costs. If we catch an enemy with their wife or their children, they get a courtesy pass. This is what Tupac made up. So you can't say that. It's stupid and reckless. Just like Kanye saying white lives matter. That's what we just got to get rid of the Bahamas. Now, ESTG, he a gangster rapper. He has, as of right now, no redeeming value. He ain't pretending to have a secret agenda to help black people. He ain't pretending to be in the neighborhood, and he not saying none of that. He said, I do gangster rap, period. So we can put him in this box. He do gangster rap. Listen on that. Charleston White is masquerading as a neighborhood hero, as a freedom fighter, as a civil rights activist that's doing all this clown shit. So he's more dangerous because he's going to get the kids listening to him and acting like him. You can.
You just said the Mac that genuinely changed. Like it's a little bit. It's a little bit like. Are you going to listen to a 50-year-old, a 52-year-old man, or somebody who's 4 or 5 years older than you? As a kid.
As a kid, I'm probably going. Well, I'm going to listen to the 4 or 5 year niggas in my neighborhood that raised me. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
The way social media and shit is these days, and marketing is a little bit different.
But it's also what you're listening to for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I agree.
Because I'm gonna listen to Kendrick and J. Cole. You know what I'm saying?
We smart enough to, you know what I'm saying, to differentiate that. And I think that's what scares me. Is like I don't know if our generation is smart enough to differentiate shit. Or maybe it's not enough. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we just said J. Cole and Kendrick twice. It's 72 motherfucking gangster rappers, real rappers.
Well, those are the two most prominent, but like
because those are the only two that's selling.
Well, no, those are the two top selling rappers.
Yeah, but
out of everybody. Well, I guess you gotta throw Drake in there. Those are those when you have the 3 top selling artists in the world, in the hood, the ones that sell the most is Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake. So I'm not too worried about ESTG's influence when I know Kendrick won every BET award this year at the Hip Hop Awards. He won all the motherfuckers. Except Glorilla. And girls being fuck nigga free. I mean, I guess they can follow her or Kim K. I don't fucking know though.
Yeah, her okay.
I don't know. Somebody need to follow Sister Sojo, Candace Owens. I don't fucking know.
I think it's a good conversation to have. Like I said, I'm not a fan of either, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I let y'all do y'all thing. Y'all motherfuckers is talking in y'all boat, and I'm gonna let y'all switch over there.
You know what drives the point home to me, and hopefully it'll say something to you, is when we're talking about shit Charleston White's doing, that ain't the same conversation we need to be talking about what gangster rappers is doing. When we talk about what white people doing to black people and the police, that ain't the same conversation to talk about gang violence. We gotta address both things. But if I bring up one and then you bring up the other one, they cancel each other out. But we need to handle both situations.
And this is why this is the last point I make on it. You know what I'm saying? And I sent you the video with the mashup of Farrakhan speaking and right?
That was a good video.
Yeah, great video, right? They talked about the marketing of the music and the gangster life and what we promote and how you can legitimately see the shift in violence statistically, right? So not opinion based, statistically, you can see that when when certain people start marketing music, we can see all of that. So I agree with all. So I agree with all that. I guess my issue is they've been speaking on that shit for 20, 30 years. We know. We from up top, nigga. They have headquarters there. We lived at. Their shit ain't go viral. Motherfuckers ain't talk about it to a certain level. Charleston White say some dumb shit and the shit goes viral in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
To me, that's the problem. But that also shows the problem on the music side. That shit can go viral when you got people that's ridiculously respect, that we both respect. Maybe maybe we don't follow the religion to a T and something like that. We ridiculously respect. Their shit just getting viral and it might get 100 views, might get 140 views. Charleston White say some wild shit, 1 million views. Every gang rapper say some wild shit, it's 1 million views. It's an argument, it's like that's my thing. Like, so I'm like, I don't agree with him, I don't respect him. It's like if he didn't say so much Bama shit, if it's some good in what he says, and that's what's that's what gets out on a national level. It's like you gotta say dumb shit to get, to get out there. We got intelligent people that.
Like I said to you, and I know you definitely like to listen to figure it out, but Kodak Black. I listened to his interview. I thought he was a fucking moron when he said that shit about Lauren London. I don't cancel people, but I wanted to cancel them. And I just so happened to hear one song. I was like, it's actually a decent little song. Who knew? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing deep or nothing. It just sounded good. And then I listened to one of his more introspective records. And I was like, how the fuck can you be this deep and introspective and say that dumbass shit? And it's the same thing with Charleston White. Every gangster rapper you name, I can tell you their song where they talking about you got to do better in our community. They all got one. They all got one.
So I agree.
Lil Baby. Actually, Lil Baby took his song viral. I forget the name of it. I mean, Fanny doing some, so, what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a lot going on here in Georgia.
We gotta have a counter.
Yeah. It's like going on in Atlanta.
This is not a rebuttal. No, I agree with what you're saying.
So, yeah, it's the same thing. I just wish that we could have two different conversations. One about idiots like Charleston White and Kanye West, and then have another conversation another day about what these gangster rappers are doing. Because when you pit them against each other, you cancel one out, and they both need to go. And that's the problem. They both have to go. And I think, when you throw one against the other, you cancel one out, and then you're only getting rid of half the problem.
Okay. How many don't beat them awards? All right, so we're gonna start putting them on don't beat them awards students.
But we do whenever they do some crazy shit. The rapper that dude that killed the rapper, or the rapper that killed the dude. Every time these niggas get locked up for some dumb shit, we put them on the don't beat them award. Every single time.
There's a whole bunch of people justifying it.
Nigga, the award was named after a rapper. It was a Kanye West award. I mean, he's a different type of nigga. But whenever Bama threw their life away, old boy, they killed his two best friends and wrote a song about it and put the song out. And then they found the bodies in the trunk, like he said. I don't know. He got a bunch of letters in his name. YWGA Kenny. One of them motherfuckers. Killed his two best friends, put their bodies in the trunk, wrote a song about it, and they found the fucking car. Wow. He in jail. And he just tried to get out of jail. His lawyer was trying to break him and another inmate out. They just discovered their plot to get broken out of jail.
Okay, I saw that.
Yeah, with him.
Oh,
whatever his name is.
Oh, shit. I
That's what he in jail for. He killed the niggas and wrote a song about it. They listened to the song and found the body. You think he didn't get a Don't Be Dumb award? That was some dumb shit. You wrote a song detailing how you killed your two best friends, and then your two best friends actually disappeared. And then Lord. And why you killing your two best friends? God damn. Maybe we do need y'all somebody to talk about this shit. I don't know, dog. The fuck? Nipsey, bring us back, man. Bring us back.
If it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever, you're on a marathon, so.
I'm gonna talk about some people who are on the marathon. And I gotta give it up to the state of Georgia. We came out, where my damn round of applause at? We came out last election. And we turned this damn state blue. And I'm very proud of that. I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, but I know who had to lose. And we all know Stacey Abrams really won the gubernatorial election, but Kemp was able to overturn it from his position as sitting governor, which was just trifling. But he was able to do it, and he did it. And we running it back in November 8th, y'all. November 8th is election day. Midterm. I need you guys to make sure you support Senator Warnock, Raphael Warnock. He went to the House, right? Yeah, well, clap it up for that.
You put the House. I'm saying a statement. I appreciate you coming along. I'm fucking coming along. I'm proud of you.
So we gotta give it up for him. We gotta make sure we vote for him. We gotta make sure we vote Stacey Abrams in for the second time, even though they cheated her the last election. And we gotta make sure that we well, who else is it? Warnock, Abrams.
I think that's only two.
Yeah, only two.
The big ones in Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
okay.
the big ones.
So Atlanta, we here with you. We right here in the heart of Atlanta. I'll be up there on November 8th if I don't vote early. Putting my ballot for Warnock and for Stacey Abrams. I know it's not supposed to tell you who to vote for, but we can't let Herschel Walker win that Senate seat. Herschel Walker is not only is he a Kanye, he's also talked about he tried to kill his ex-wife who was white. He apparently it's so much shit with him, and he doesn't have our best interests at heart. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
He doesn't have our best interest at heart. I believe Senator Raphael Warnock does. I believe Stacey Abrams does. So I'm telling you who to vote for because I'm not a political pundit. I'm a nigga with a podcast. Boom.
And you know, and what I would say is like Herschel Walker, like he's just not qualified for the position. Like I don't mind him saying Democrat, Republican, whatever. He's just not qualified, intelligent wise, to be able to run. And certain things that you should, certain things you do, you shouldn't be able to be in that position and be given a certain level of power. And unfortunately, like we've heard people talk like, look, I don't care what he's done because it's a bigger picture to certain people on the Republican side. They feel like, look, we can get him in there, get him as a public, get a black man going against a black man. Herschel Walker's a UGA guy, won a championship. There's some people that knows he's dumb as a doorknob, but still is going to vote for him strictly on that case. He's had so many lies so many lies and hypocrisies and contradictions to who he is value-wise. I'm like, if you can't be, I think as a man, especially when you become a father, that's your number one job. And the stuff that's coming out from his children and the people he married, that should automatically disqualify him. I don't think it should kill you as far as who you are as a person. You could definitely change, but it's a certain level of shit that you gotta get to. You know what I'm saying? You gotta improve before you get that type of position because of the power that you have.
Unless you're Trump.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So I would vote, I'm definitely voting for Warnock and Abrams in this race. And it might be some Republicans I vote for. You know what I'm saying? It's just the people that Warnock and Abrams is going against is, even though they're Republicans, they're not qualified, and I don't think they had the best interest. You know what? I didn't add a Nipsey Hussle award. I didn't want to add one.
Okay.
I want to add you to the Nipsey Hussle award.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you why, though. Because we had talked about the iteration of, of the pod and where it's going to go, and how it's going to move. And we talked about it like months prior. This shit kind of happened a little bit all of a sudden. And I like how you took the ball with it. You accepted the challenge. You know what I'm saying? And you're moving in your purpose. So I'm proud of you. I appreciate
that, my brother.
No problem, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you for tuning in to Upon and Kickback After Dark, Kickback Sports. Definitely appreciate you. And Kickback Conversations. More episodes to come, more special guests to come. And I appreciate you being here with me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What are we watching and what are we not watching? I know J Lew ain't watching nothing.
You got a 4-year-old in the crib.
Yeah.
I can assure you. You know what I'm saying? We do it 1 week on, 1 week off. So when she's with me, she's with me.
Yeah.
So I don't really have too much to watch, but shit that she want to watch.
Right. Real quickly, I'll give you guys some suggestions.
Netflix and chill. What does that even mean?
It means we got a couple of new series, some old series for you guys to check out. Legacy is a documentary on the Lakers that is on Hulu. It was their answer to Winning Time. They weren't happy with the way they were depicted, the way they thought they would be depicted. So they started filming a documentary as an answer. And of course, since Winning Time came out, they didn't start until after Winning Time they began filming. So it took them a little longer, but it's out. It's episodic, so there's a new episode every week. And it just ended this 10th episode. And it was Kobe's passing, LeBron joining the Lakers. Man, I swear.
They went all the way up to
it's from Dr. Bus bought the team. His first draft pick was Magic Johnson. So it's from Magic's rookie season all the way up to when the Lakers won a championship.
Oh, wow.
And it's great, man. Everybody's in the Shaq. They do have footage of Kobe talking, so Kobe's in it. LeBron, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Gary Payton, Pat Riley, Mitch Kupchak. What's the logo name? Jerry West, Phil Jackson, all the interim coaches that I think except Rudy Tomjanovich, who I think passed away. Robert Ory, I believe so. Lamar Odom. They got everybody in there. They got Nick Van Exel from that era of the Lakers, Eddie Jones. Man,
It was both.
Yeah. Kurt Rambis, James Worthy, Magic, of course, all the way to LeBron and AD. And it's a beautiful story, man. And it has made me really recognize who Magic was. I've held him in very high regard, but knowing how dominant he was in that period of time, knowing as soon as Kareem retired, he needed about a year or two to get straight, then he was back in the finals against Jordan. And then the next year, he had to retire because of HIV. I don't doubt that Magic would have been battling Jordan more than once in the finals, based on what he was able to do.
They gonna go grab some dog food. That's one thing about the Lakers. They always they find a way to grab dog food.
Yeah. And another documentary that's really good is The Redeem Team, and that's on Netflix. And that covers the 2012 Olympic team with Kobe, LeBron, D-Wade, Carmelo, all battling. You know, the U.S. Olympic team had lost a few times because the countries are getting better. It just is what it is. And then they got together, put together not a dream team, but a redeem team. And then they went and kicked everybody's ass. And that was great. More Kobe footage, more GG footage, more eyes watered up, It made me recognize or remember where I was when Kobe died. I was doing Uber, and I was over by Boogaloo.
Okay.
And my phone was blowing up. I'm like, God damn! What the hell happened?
Real. Like I was just at the crib. I just didn't think it was real.
Yeah, I pulled over and they was like, man, Kobe died. Somebody killed him? Like, Kobe had better than all of us. He ain't died. What you mean? They said he died, man. They said he died. And then ESPN started sending notifications. Kobe Bryant killed in a helicopter crash. I'm like, oh my fucking. And then I'm texting the 5 and I'm on Twitter, on Facebook, and reading articles and trying to figure out what's going on. And I was driving right before the podcast. So this was probably about 2:00. I can get home and we just do a whole episode dedicated to Kobe. And we had a special guest, and I was like, I'm sorry, but Kobe just died. Like, we're not doing other stories of the week. Like,
I think I called my nephew. My nephew was like a huge Kobe fan. Like and when I found out his daughter was there, that shit just hit different.
Yeah.
Right? Because you know what I'm saying? And in my head as a father with a little girl, I'm thinking, I'm holding you, telling you it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking that when I know, you know what I'm saying, or so that's in my head, like, oh man, it's kids that passed through, so you got that.
Yeah.
So it was tough. I remember where I was when he passed and when Michael Jackson passed.
Damn, Michael Jackson, I'm not 100% sure where I was. I know when Prince passed, where I was at the office.
Yeah, I know. Michael Jackson, it was because I was at a baseball game, so it was like I was at a Braves game. I was at a Braves game. You know what I'm saying? Drinking, and everybody just started talking. You can hear the rumbling. So yeah.
Damn, but those two documentaries are excellent. It isn't just sad. These are excellent sports stories that you guys will probably enjoy. House of the Dragon, I'm going to tell you like this. It is picking up. They do these time jumps, J Lew. Episode 1, everybody's 5 years old. Episode 2, everybody's 20. Episode 3, everybody's 50 years old. Like, what the fuck just happened?
I see you a mail, you know what I'm saying, posted. I'm like, I can't get started on it. I don't have what is on?
HBO Max.
Yeah, I got rid of a couple of them. Then I bought a couple. I got like Peacock. What I got? Peacock.
I think I still got Peacock. I need to cancel that shit.
Hulu. I switched one of them out for Prime so I can watch the Thursday night football games. You know what I'm saying? It was weird.
But we got the
yeah, but that's only live though.
The Thursday night football game. You can watch that live.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought the Thursday night games are only on Prime.
Nigga, we got it.
Oh, yeah, check that out.
Yeah. The first week I had Prime. The first week I watched it on Prime. The second week I was like, I wonder. I mean, it ain't me money more. It don't matter.
Yeah.
But technically, I wish I could tell you guys, but none of your business. Sorry.
You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know. All American and Homecoming returned this week. I love the show, man. It's high school, not only college kids football team, tennis team, baseball. It's like the different world meets whatever sports show meets real pretty girls. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
It meets Ashanti. So I enjoy it. The debut of both episodes was great. You guys don't want to tune into that. That's on the CW regular TV. And having said that, Mel isn't here, but this is her favorite category segment. I should say. I hate that YouTube made me turn it down. Every commercial uses that now. I'm like, every commercial uses that song, and every podcast has a this or that segment. Y'all gotta get off my dick. I'm just saying. God damn. Shit.
You started this, huh?
I started it, man.
Started this shit.
I'm like what's the old boy name? You ain't never gave me nothing. Little Richard, they ain't never gave me nothing. I created rock and roll.
I did it all.
Right. But I this or that came up as I was having some conversations this week, and it sparked a thought. I have a video that went semi-viral on TikTok where I talk about I don't match energy. I set the tone. I'm the thermostat, not the thermometer. You know what I'm saying? So I don't tell you what the temperature in the room is. I set the temperature in the room. And I notice I do that in a lot of different ways.
Okay.
But I don't always do that in a relationship way. A lot of times I'll go with the flow. It is what it is. What you want to do? I'm cool with that too. Da, da, da. And so the question is, are you more of a go with the flow, or are you more of a I need to set the tone? And I think I've been a combination of both, but I think I am set the tone from now on. I need to know exactly where this is going. I need to make sure I agree with where it's going. I need to make sure you're on the same page as me as we travel down this road. And I will communicate if that changes. And I expect a woman to communicate if it changes for her. But I can't be a passenger in the relationship car. I'm either driving it or I'm not in that relationship.
Okay. I think go with the flow, set the tone. I think it kind of depends on where you are, in your life as well, and like what your expectations are. I think at this point, I'm big on setting expectations. I think it takes a certain amount of time. Like, what are you looking for? And it should take a certain amount of time for you to know, all right, look, this is the expectations. Are we building to this? Or that's not what we're building, let's build to this. You know what I'm saying? Or not building, you know what I'm saying? Kind of, go with the flow type thing. But I don't know, it's tough though. Like, you know what I'm saying? We do, so it's like, with a dude, you'll set the tone, but like with a woman, you like, all right, I'm a Sage, you know what I'm saying? What you want to do.
Her butt, what you saying?
Yeah, all of that.
Okay,
But, you know what I'm saying? But like a Sage, the whole situation on what you're looking for, what you want, what you don't want, things of that nature. So I think as a dude, we tend to kind of like accept it at that position.
Yeah, I think I'm no longer doing that. We'll see how it works. But I think
I think I'm gonna go there too. Like, I'm like, especially if my initial, conversation was to get one thing, I'm not changing it. I thought we was building something to this. We're not gonna do that. Let's chill. We good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or a situation, you know what I'm saying? This is what we doing. This is all we doing. That's all we saying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay if we just chill it.
Yeah, I can't be in a situation where you want, I don't know, you just want some dick, and so that's what we doing. And then after we fuck a couple times, now all of a sudden you want marriage, and it's like, I am going to place you in a box.
There you go.
And we're gonna figure out like either in a relationship or whatever, whatever.
But you gonna communicate and let them know.
Yeah.
On the front, this is what it is. So like, are we changing it or not? Or if we decide to change it, we both gonna have to decide to change it. And if you decide to change it, because I've done this too. Like, if somebody decides to change it, and I'm not gonna change it, we just go our separate ways.
Yeah.
Or you go your separate way. Like, it is what it is.
I agree, because I can't be caught as a follower. You know what I'm saying? I'm
leader.
Exactly. I'm going to lead in my relationships, and If that's challenged, then it's probably not the right relationship. You know, so if you don't think you can follow my lead, then I probably ain't the nigga for you. You ain't the woman for me.
Yeah.
They say women submit when they have a man they can trust. Well, then if you don't trust me, fuck on.
Yeah, and I think I went with the flow too much. And that shit got too serious. I'm like, hold on, this is not the goal.
Yeah,
like
nigga,
I was not planning on this. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Facts.
And then when it go left, you like, oh, fuck, didn't I just stick with what I was supposed to be doing?
I've had women headlock me into a relationship. I was like, women try to do that shit now. So we're gonna do this, we're going out tomorrow, we're doing this, we're doing no, we're not.
Like, no.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No.
Don't be asking, no. We said that we were doing this and this. So what are we doing? This and this. Don't be trying to change it up. Like, all right, this we can do. We can link up maybe once or twice a month. It's just a sex thing. We not doing. Okay, whatever, that works. So when we going to dinner, we're not. The fuck. No. They be trying to ease into it, like.
What are we, Jones?
Yeah, what are we? We are humans. I'm a podcast. Who the fuck are you? I don't know what you are. You tripping. I can tell you what you are. You're tripping.
What are we?
The fuck. But like dead ass, especially now that I'm actually looking for something that means a little more than just a pussy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta set the tone. I gotta set the expectation.
Yeah.
Because being, fluid with it. Okay, man, whatever you want to do, and I'm cool with that. And okay, I want to do that.
You waste a lot of time.
Yeah, waste a lot of time, and it's not getting me the way I want to be. I got the map. I got the GPS, but I'm letting you drive. Whatever the fuck. That makes sense. Like, no, I get us there. I will get us there. And that was our this and that. I don't know what you guys, let us know in the comments what you would do. But baby, you're like, hey, that's too much pressure. I don't want to be leading the boat. I'm along for the ride. Yeah. And I respect it. I've done that myself. That's just not where I'm at. I don't think that's what neither one of us is right now.
Not right now.
Let's see. Oh, maybe I do have too many buttons. I'm button for every goddamn thing.
This is a fantastic album, man. Let me borrow it.
No, my brother. You got to buy your own.
That's one of my favorite ones. No, my brother. You got to buy your own. Oh, shit. The Isley Brothers have a new album out.
I saw snippets of the song. I ain't see that. I ain't even listen to that.
Yeah, they got a song, one of the 5 favorite songs. We listened to it when we was in Atlantic City one year. We was like high going to get breakfast. It's They'll Never Be by Switch, which is Elder Boss and them Big Brothers in them. Yeah. And they remade that. It's a fantastic song, but they remade it. So it's the Isley Brothers featuring Earth, Wind, and Fire and Elder Boss. Nigga.
Can they still sing?
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Sometimes older jokes, I be getting mad. So I know what I remember.
Yeah, Ron still got that voice. He put out a single, my favorite Isley Brothers song. He put out a single for Make Me Say It Again, but he put Beyonce on it.
Yeah.
And I like that one, for what it was. But apparently there are a couple songs where he rapping.
Yeah, I saw one and I'm like,
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I saw one on, I forgot what the rapper was. And now that shit make me not want to look at that. Listen to the album.
Yeah, I didn't even know the album was out. Somebody randomly said something on the internet, and I was like, Isley Brothers got a new album?
Like, what are you doing?
What the fuck? So I went and looked through the titles, and I saw They'll Never Be. I was like, they didn't remake my song. And I'm gonna put on the podcast playlist for everybody with Apple Music so you can download it and at least hear that one song off the playlist. Another oldie but goodie, Sade is coming back. So she's in the studio with the band right now, working on a new album. I'm definitely looking forward to that. She's the only great that I haven't seen in tour. And I want to check her off. I seen Prince, I seen Mike, I seen Tupac, I seen Jay, I seen Beyonce. I gotta see Sade. I think New Edition, nigga. I gotta see Sade. Quavo and Takeoff new album. It sounds like a Migos project, minus Offset. It's always gonna be a couple bangers. Ain't no way to get around that. They're gonna give you a couple bangers, and then everything else kind of sounds the same. And I just get lost. I don't know what the hell I listen to. I can pick out the hits. Everything else just sounds like white noise. I'm like, I don't know. This ain't the hit. But I think it's worth a download. The Migos always gonna give you a couple, so it's always worth a download. Before we get up out of here, sports. I do want to say, my Cowboys are 4-1. We took out the LA Rams last week, 25-10. Put the big hand down on them. It really wasn't a close game. From the opening offensive play by the Rams, we forced a fumble, a scoop and score, and then on the next kickoff, we blocked it. I mean, it just wasn't close, and it makes me think my Cowboys are really dangerous. I can't wait to see what we do against the Eagles this week. I do not want Dak to play. Good.
I thought they said he was leaning towards
I want Dak to come back with an easier game other than the Eagles. Yeah. And also we get to fuck the Eagles up because they can't prepare for Dak as well. When we play them at the end of the season, going into the playoffs. I don't want them to have 3 games of footage against Dak.
Okay.
Or 2 games of footage against Dak when we meet in the playoffs, as we most likely will. I think Cooper Rush is good enough to get us the win because the Eagles' offensive line is banged up. What's our strength? The defensive line. So we get back there, put some pressure on Jalen Hurts, and then Jalen going to hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Now, one thing, y'all defensive front has been lights out.
Yeah.
Mike has been, like looking at y'all in the Rams game, like you could see Parsons and Donald was the 2 best players on the field.
Yep.
Not just are they the 2 best defensive, like these are the 2 best players on the field
Facts.
right now. So it was good saying that. I think you said the Eagles game is gonna be a big game. I think it'll be y'all first real true test. I think it'll be Cooper's Rush's first true test because I feel like the defense has been able to. Like he's throwing for under 250 yards a game, maybe 1 touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
And 110 yards.
Yeah, so he's not having to do much because of how he built how good the defense and special teams are playing. So I do like that he'll get an actual test.
They said the Bengals were going to be a test for us. The Commanders were going to be a test for us. The Rams were going to be a test for us. Everybody's supposed to be a test for us, and we just beat them. We beat the 2 teams that won the Super Bowl last year.
I think what happens is the strength. It depends on your strength. None of those teams had good offensive line. Like Cincinnati, Cincinnati has a horrible offensive line. The Rams have a fucking horrendous offensive line. The Commanders have a horrible offensive line. So it allows your defense to change the complete dynamics of the game. So I think this is the only game
you beat somebody else.
Cooper might have to score 24 points.
Well, he scored 25 against the Rams, so if you can do that again.
No, he didn't.
Oh, yeah, the defense.
Yeah, and then block punt and all that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give them their credit. Like, show them their love. You know what I'm saying? They top 2 defenses in the league, and they might be most likely 1.
Well, we beat the Giants, who are 4-1. You get the Giants, they only lost.
I don't know how the fuck you see them play.
J-Ball got them playing.
Yeah.
I saw them against us, and they looked pedestrian because we're really good. But I missed the game against them in Green Bay. I know they won.
And it looked ugly until like the second half, and it was like, how are they still close? Like, I'm like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird.
Is it their defense?
Yeah, man, their defense playing. They not scoring no points. Like if you see it, like you ain't see no 30s. They ain't scoring no points. They defense flying around. They don't even have names, but everybody flying around. Short tackle. Most games in the NFL, man, you don't win them, you just don't lose.
Yeah. I agree with
Especially
that.
with the bad teams.
And for the record, I can't wait till Dak comes back. Last year we had the number 1 scoring offense in the entire league. This year we got the best defense in the entire league. You mix them 2 things together.
And I hope they play the games like that with that. Like that, they had him drop back 72. Like last game, they was running the ball. They gave him to Pollard a whole bunch of time. They gave it to Zeke a whole bunch of time. They ain't asked him to do nothing crazy. So I'm like, look, don't switch it up.
Exactly.
And then when that come, like let's do it 70 times. Open up a whole bunch of more opportunities to make a mistake, sack from him, all of that stuff. I'm like, look, give him the same chance to win that y'all gave up first.
That's literally what I said on Kickback Sports this week. I was like, don't have last week. When Dak comes back, don't have him throwing for 40 passes a game.
And then wonder why you
let them be
intercept. Like, nigga, you throw 40 times, and you gonna throw a 2 interceptions, nigga throwing it 40 times.
Yeah, Cooper Rush threw the ball 16 times last week. Like that needs to be maybe at 20, maybe 25 times a week.
Yeah.
But when we run the ball more than we pass it, I just love our chances. That we 13-3 that rookie season doing it that way. Man, he took that to 56 yards. 56 yards, like get off me. Yeah, your boy Gallup back too. You see that heel catch, that tap out of bounds catch.
I told you, to me, he y'all number one.
But yeah, right now he is because CeeDee Lamb. See, you said that last year too.
Yeah,
CeeDee Lamb.
Because we got
too many drops.
I just like Gallup, and Gallup had a drop, but you know he coming over to him. But Gallup has an attitude that I like. Number one, like I don't care that you're a number one. Like I think a true number one can probably take CeeDee out. I think Gallup take it personally.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey shut CeeDee down.
Yeah, but Gallup takes it personal. Like I don't know if it wasn't this year, but last year there was a couple of top corners that was checking Gallup. Gallup taking shit off on him. Like, hey, I mean, that's I like. To me, your number one has a certain type of attitude.
I would agree for sure. We got to talk about the Bills and Chiefs coming up this week. I think that's the game of the week. But last week the Chiefs miraculously came back Monday Night Football to beat the Raiders. That shit. And I was flipping back and forth because the Wizards preseason game was on. I'm a bigger Wizards fan than I am a Bills fan.
Up 17 right?
It was 17 zip.
Yeah.
They came back, beat the Raiders 30-29, and the Bills. They opened up a can of whoop ass on the Steelers. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
It was the truth. For myself, the only thing we doing is to see if we need to draft another quarterback. So I think that's why we don't play young quarterbacks. I think we like, all right, look, we're gonna play the rest of the year to see. You know, there's a couple of dogs. You know what I'm saying? Quarterbacks coming out in the draft this year. We need to know if he got that. So
before we talk about this Bills Chiefs game, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Will this be Coach first losing season?
I don't want it to be, but I think it will be. I don't think we have the top like with TJ. Like for us to not be that, we have to be dominant on defense. And with TJ Watt not in there, we don't have the ability to, you know what I'm saying, like for other people to make up certain stuff. So if he comes back next game, maybe we can get to 500, or maybe a game above, a game below, something like that. But if not, yeah, I don't think we have the talent. Our offensive coordinator is horrible to me. We got a rookie quarterback, a subpar offensive line, and a defense without your only real, you know what I'm saying, your real difference maker. So if he's not back in 2 games, now we ain't got no chance.
Would you rather have a losing season, get a higher draft pick, potentially get a starting quarterback for next season, or pick up a veteran that's sitting out there somewhere and try like hell to make the playoffs?
I'm a component, man. Play the game, play to win the games. I think that's what we built on. The quarterback, I'm not sure. Like we got a rookie now, so we got to see what he is.
What's his name? Kinnick.
Kenny Pickett, yeah.
Pickett.
So he from he went to college in Pittsburgh, so it's possible that he's solid.
Give him a couple weeks.
Yeah, I just need to see if you're legit. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's not a winning season, do I think you can take us there? And a lot of people spoke highly of him in the all season, so we'll see. I ain't sold yet, but he only played 1 game.
And
tough defense.
The rest of the division isn't running away from you, so y'all still in it right now.
Yeah, but what's gonna happen. Like we not better than the Chiefs, we not better than the Bills. It's 3 other teams we not better than. So I'm like, if we get to the more games, like you're not gonna get all the way. Like we need two new linemen, a new offensive coordinator.
The Dolphins out of it now.
You think so?
Yeah, they ain't no quarterback.
I think two might come back next week.
That's gonna be controversial.
Yeah, nah. I think you know what the thing. I think he's ready to come back this week, but they not letting him. Like they letting him throw. They letting him throw this week. That's how you do it. Yeah, they letting him throw, but they like, we fucked it up so much.
Yeah.
He should sue the ass.
The man that made the movie Concussion, that Concussion was based on, the African doctor, he said Tua should retire.
A couple people said that. I retire and sue the fuck out of him.
I think I would too.
And he'd pay the fuck out of him too. You know what I'm saying? He just want to play.
But what happens if he comes back and gets another concussion? Do you call it a career then? Or is he just done for the season then? Or do you bring him back 2 weeks later?
Nah, if he gets another one, I think they're gonna send him down for at least 4 to 6 games. But they're gonna try to get him to sit the whole year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bills Chiefs, who you got? What you think?
Bills a better team, but I go with the Chiefs because Bills ain't beat them yet. They ain't beat them with a counter yet.
I would agree. I think that that boy Pat just don't lose, man.
He find a way.
But I'm gonna tell you like this: he ain't played the Bills defense this year.
Oh, no, I agree.
If he get in there and go down by 17 points, there's gonna be some trouble.
Bills defense.
But then again, I gotta say this: he saw what he did against Tom Brady defense, and the Bucs got a defense, so he didn't give a fuck about them. I think he gets extra motivated for those games.
Ball coming off that edge, so he's screaming that.
Yeah,
that's why they wouldn't pay. They like, you know what? That was our issue. We ain't had nobody that can get around to. They fuck out of ball for him to be that age.
Yeah, again, but a huge contract, and it appears to be worth it. I really like the Bills, but my heart make me go with the Chiefs just because of Pat.
That's what it is.
Black quarterback. I'm gonna go with the black quarterback.
Yeah.
I could have not. Well, we know NBA season starts next week. I think we should. I wanted to do a Wizard preview, but I think we've given you guys enough content for the week. I will say this: it was Bradley Beal Day on October 11th in the DMV. Shout out to Bradley Beal. He misses everything. He was on the Olympic team. Coach Colvin couldn't go. He was it's Bradley Beal Day. He can't go because of COVID protocol. He missed all the good shit. All the shit where he's being celebrated. He can't go to none of the shit because he can't catch a COVID. They just don't catch it during the playoffs. And I do think that Porzingis hurt his ankle, but they say he'll be ready for opening day. He could practice. They say if it was during the season, he would have played that game, the second half, no issues. But it was like it's preseason. Why risk it? So, but I do think we need to go. We haven't had our starting unit on the court together yet.
Not one game.
Not one game, which is because we started Rui overseas because he was in Japan. So it looks like our starting lineup is Porzingis, Kuz, Will Barton, Bill, Monte Morris. Acuna Jr. got hurt. He seemed to be fucked up. So we haven't had that unit on the floor together at the same time. I do think they need to start the game. Our final preseason game against New York on Friday, 7:30. They got to start the game at least so we can see what that looks like. And then maybe yank them by the halftime. What you think?
I'm over that. I think at least you come out together. You kind of know what to expect on Hello.
Then he said that he was in so much pain during the Eurobasket that he was taking pills every day to continue to play. I'm like, oh, y'all got him doing all this shit over there when we need him for the season. They're saying
he was balling.
Yeah, they're saying he should be ready by the time the season starts, but he missed his chance to start. He missed his chance to compete for a starting spot. With all that shit.
It might be a conditioning thing, so it might take a little while to kind of ramp him up. Same way, you know what I'm saying? Rui had the mental thing, so that took a long time for him to kind of get back. And
he didn't even get back to us until about 2 months into the season.
Yeah, like he didn't even play until so.
Was he even in DC? I don't think he reported to the team until like game 30 or something. No.
I thought he came back. I thought he just didn't play. Like, he was crazy. Like he wasn't playing. He was playing like 8-9 minutes. Wow, shit.
He didn't even play till like game 41. He played 40 games last season.
Oh yeah.
So he just wasn't there.
That was the weird part. I was like, because I think he was back with the team.
But they kept saying he wasn't conditioned.
Yeah.
You're right. Corey Kispert out the first 4 to 6 weeks with the ankle injury, hurt himself in Japan. Our rookie, Johnny Davis, looks like Johnny Mathis, man. I don't know the fuck going on with that dude.
Hopefully, one more year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people take crazy steps in year 2. So we'll see.
Jordan Poole. Sure. I like that young boy Quentin Jackson.
Yeah, you were sending the video on it. It's gonna be tough though. I want to see how it is.
I want to see who makes the final couple roster spots, especially with Corey Kispert not playing.
Yeah,
so I wonder who's
that opens it up drastically. Like Corey Kispert, like with him not playing, that opens up,
two guard spot.
Barton, Rui, you know what I'm saying? That they can switch it so many ways now. So it'll be interesting to see how they do it.
Yeah. All right, y'all, Kickbackers, we appreciate you tuning in every week. A new episode comes out now on Thursdays. If you listen to this entire episode, please follow us on Patreon. Go to patreon.com and do a search for a partner and Kickback. There are 3 tiers: the $3 tier, $5 tier, and a $7 tier. Exclusive content will be there. We are producing different episodes throughout the week, so there will be Kickback After Dark with sex talk and slow jams, if you will. We have Kickback Conversations, which is one-on-one conversations with different notable people that you would love to hear from. We have Kickback Sports, and we're doing our Wizard season preview next week following game 1. Got to watch the first game of the season, and me and Ed Oliver from Locked On Wizards podcast will come and give you guys a full recap of what we saw and what we expect. I'm going to thank you guys for tuning in each and every week. You Kickbackers are the best. And some videos have gone viral about Draymond Green video. Been crazy on Instagram, crazy on TikTok, crazy on Facebook. So I'm going to keep giving you online content as well. J Lew told me to dive into this motherfucker and make it mine. And that's what the fuck I'm doing.
Hey.
So y'all be safe. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. It's so crazy dropping an episode on a Thursday because we're usually on a Monday. So we help them have a good week. They're like, well, have a good weekend. Have a good weekend, man. Play this episode 2 times. Tell a friend about it. Uno.
Yow.
Yow.